Hello, hello. I have a question for you. Have you ever felt completely lost? You know, seeking purposeful direction that could and should propel your mission within your divine journey to that next level, but still it hasn't happened. Well, my name is Lauren Michaels Harris, and I'm the founder of P3, the Journey Series. People come to me because they're wounded. Many are scared, and even there are those who are bruised simply because they feel that they are increasingly, for whatever reason, losing their ability to dream. Now, this P3 program is not for a person who's just looking to start a business, no, but rather for those of you out there who have been on your journey and you've been navigating within your divine purpose, but you still desire to elevate to that level that you have not reached yet. If this is appealing, if this describes you, then I want to have a chat with you. I want to hear your story. So use the link below to get registered for your free seat at P3, the Journey Series. And let's get started. One story at a time. I'll see you inside. Click the link.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Christopher Rausch, your No Excuses coach, here with a special announcement to say, hey, listen, guess who's going to be in Chicago, April 28th, 2022 at the Stan Mansion. Christopher Rausch, your No Excuses coach, is going to be there, and I'm excited because this is all about the teens. This is all about taking professional speakers with amazing stories and coming live and pouring into the teens and creating an amazing life-changing event that helps them walk away with a lot of tools to arm themselves to have a kick-ass, awesome life. So I'm excited to be there at the Stan Mansion. It is the Power of We Symposium. There it is on the screen, www.thepowerofwesymposium.com. Check it out. Myself, Lauren Michaels Harris is going to be there. Dom Possett's going to be there. Jason Cisneros is going to be there. So many other impactful speakers are going to be there sharing their hearts and their wisdom to make this world a better place through those kids. So check us out April 28th. Go to Chicago. Be there. Join me there. I'd love to buy you a drink and just have a great conversation. No excuses. We'll see you there. Power of We, April 28th. Cheers.
Good morning to you. How's it going? Wait a minute. It's not supposed to be like that. There. I thought that was my face. I thought I had like Bell's palsy or something. Everything felt off. Now I know. Good morning and welcome to today's installment of Bathrobe Moments. I'm so excited. It's the 19th. Boy, this month is flying by. You know what's coming up. You know what I'm about to talk about. Just for a minute. Oh, you scared me, Christopher Rausch. He just showed up backstage, and he wasn't there a second ago, and I looked down. It was like somebody was standing in front of me. So, good morning, everybody. It's me, Lauren Michaels Harris, and Christopher Rausch is here today. Round of applause, applause-o-meter. Yeah, and guess what we're going to do? Well, you know, Christopher is the at-home pay-per-view MC for the entire 7 hours
of the Power of We Symposium next Thursday, April 28th, right here in Chicago, the beautiful Stan Mansion. I just got off the phone like 2 minutes before where someone was calling me. Actually, it was Dr. Walt Whitman of the Chicago Soul Children's Choir, their 40th anniversary Grammy Award-winning gospel choir of kids for their work with Three Doors Down. He just got off the phone. He had a meeting last night. He told him about the Power of We, and there's a mentorship program. The guy said, man, I have like 25 African-American guys. They got all the goods. They come from some of the most horrible areas of the city, and they don't have any money for college. So, and we're bringing in UL Systems, and also North Lewis University wants to come and bring some people to talk about a mentorship program with Power We. So God is really great, and we're able to help. I'm going to pray for me, y'all. Pray for me, because I just added 40 additional kids a week and a half ago. And now it looks like I'm going to add, I think it's going to be 20. I'm waiting on the call. But another 20, I can't say no. I take it up to 300. I was at 287, so I kind of did go over if I take them. When I take them. We're going to find a way. God will make a way. Can I get an amen? A little bit louder, please. There it is. Yay. All right. That means we're going to do it. Listen, why do I love what we do here every day, Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. Central? I love it because it gives me purpose, gives me something to look forward to. It gives me the opportunity to fulfill that promise, which states that where two or more of us comes together with the same heart set mindset, when we come together in a spirit of service, wonderful things are guaranteed to happen. And today is no exception. This, my friends, is the bell of purpose. When I hit it, I didn't slip and fall on it. Oh, wait. See, I missed it when I tried to slip and fall. No, I hit it with purpose. Why do I ring that bell? Because just like that bell, the truth, you're the truth, I'm the truth. We live our truths, right? It has a ring to it too. So it's a reminder just to let you know, I know you're busy. Something comes out running across the Netherlands here of something really good, some gold. I don't want you to miss it. And I don't want to miss it. So you let me know. Ring your bell too. Right? All right. So listen, we're going to do it a little differently today. I'm going to bring Christopher in. He's been here before. But still, on your P's and Q's, be sweet. Be sweet, you guys. And put your hearts on the screen, but also put your hearts into the conversation. That's the most important thing of all. Let's treat today like we should every day. Let's make it a modern day stone soup story where just bring whatever you have. I guarantee you it will be appreciated. So here we go. Welcome him as he comes in. Here he comes, my good friend, Christopher, the No Excuses Coach, Rausch. Hello, Christopher. How are you?
Good morning, Lauren Michaels Harris. I am ready to rock and roll. What's going on, brother? How are you doing?
I've never met you in real life, but you got a big ass head.
I got a big ass head. Well, you put me on full screen, so
I know. I'm just kidding.
Plus, I've got my camera set to zoom, so I can actually take it back if you want to.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You know why? Because I was talking to Robert Garcia yesterday of Shift Magazine because I saw him in a picture with his new girlfriend. I was like, is she like 2 feet tall? Because you look so tall. I thought he was like 5'7", and he was. Oh yeah, that's perfect.
Want to do that way?
Yeah. He's like 5'7". I mean, I thought he was like 5'7". He's 6 foot. So I was like, but then I've met people. I hate when this happens. They meet me in person. They go, we thought you were like 6'2". Me, I'm like, how did I look like I'm 6'2"? I'm 5'6". So, but you're tall. You're like what?
No, I'm actually 5'2.5".
Then you really do that.
No, I'm actually 6'1", 210. So
are you? That way, yeah.
I'm gonna be the bodyguard too in case we need one.
And I'm 5'6", 2. Never mind. We ain't going there. We're not going there. I'm glad you're here. I want to give you a chance to say hello to everybody. Tell them where you're at in the world. And then we're going to get going. We're going to mix it up today. I wanted to introduce some of the people that you're going to be introducing to our pay-per-view audience all day that have never been a part of the Power of We Symposium until this year. They're new blood. And, we had the core, my boys, they'll be there. Todd, Special, Jason Cisneros, Dom Fawcett, Mark Haddis, those are all my boys. They will be there, but they've been there for all of them. So I'm kind of trying to feature the newbies that are in this year, and we're really excited. So we're going to show clips from a few of those people today, and then we're going to do that first half. Then I want to get into what you do so people can understand why I was so excited when I reached out. You were the very first person that I reached out to be a part of the Power Week, as far as someone who had never been with us before. And I'm going to tell you something, because my coaching model is you do the work, I'll provide the stages. So all the key roles are usually filled by people who work with me. But I told them this time, because we're taking the Power of We Symposium. Well, I can't say, well, we are Power of We to all new heights, all new levels. And so and they were good with it. Everybody's got something great to do. They've been working hard to get it right. We're going to be running that show like the Grammys. I didn't say the Oscars, because I bet not someone slap me.
No slapping. No slapping.
Because you slap me, it ain't going to be no Chris Rock thing. Because I'm getting ready to get me a chair. I'm just kidding. I'll probably cry and run off the stage and come get you. So
I'll go take care of Will Smith. We got any Will Smiths in the house?
Okay.
I'll send him in a pretzel.
Ooh, boy, don't even get me started. But I did come up with that joke about if he can ever get another Oscar, what category would the movie be in? Are you ready?
Already.
Slapstick.
Oh.
Right?
Oh, there you go.
If you could be a stand-up comedian by only coming up with one good joke every 50 years, I could have been one.
There you go.
That's the only one I've come up with. So, wait.
The comedy award goes to Lauren Michaels Harris.
There you go. So listen, how do you feel about next week? Are you getting excited, pumped up? What's going on over there?
Dude, I'm super excited. I had a meeting with the other MCs yesterday, and we're psyched up. We're ready to do this for the kids, the electricity is ready to go. So we know that the first night getting there, everything's set up. And then the next day, just rocking and rolling the red carpet. I've already got it in my head. So yes, I'm ready to rock and roll and just really inspire these kids to know that we're there for them. And this opportunity is there for them to kind of just give them a jumping off point to know what is possible in life. So yeah, I'm super excited, man. I'm honored. So thank you.
We're honored. I'm just so excited. And man, this will be the most kids we've ever had. It's going to be packed in that place, but it's going to be great. And I'm so excited. So I thought we would talk about some of the people that you're going to be introducing, and I'm going to introduce them to you too. Why? Because, we just released last week, you guys, that at the end of the week that we will be able to provide you with an opportunity to be with us, to spend the day with us, uplifting and pouring into these wonderful kids. Now, how, if you're not going to be in Chicago, in the world, can that happen? Easy. Through the magic of pay-per-view, live streaming television, the E360 network, which we're on right now, and I've been with for almost 7 years, will be coming to live stream. So the live stream portion is going to be hosted by Christopher. He's going to be up in the balcony, and he'll be keeping you guys company. We're going to show you some great moments, and you're going to be able to watch. The curtain goes up at 9, but you're going to be able to watch the 1 hour previous that was before we went live of the red carpet ceremony during the lunch period. And you're also going to see some footage from the night before where we're there getting the mansion ready like Christmas Eve for the kids. I'm so excited. So, Christopher, have you ever been an MC on television before?
On television? No, I've been an MC on stages very much so, but MC on television, I've kind of done it a little bit, but I'm excited for this opportunity.
It's different. I've never done it, and that's why I called you, because I still didn't want to do it, because it's like, we'll be right back when we return. But I think it's gonna be right great.
Back. Coming up next in the next break, we're going to be talking about
it's going to be awesome. So, are you ready to meet a couple of the people that are new to the Power Week Symposium this year?
Let's bring it.
We're going to start with my good friend Wally Green, from New York City. Wally Green. Remember that commercial? Get a rope. The one about where'd you get this steak sauce? You don't remember that? You're probably too young. So Wally Green, professional table tennis champion. He's actually the United States ambassador for table tennis. He went to North Korea on his own, left his cell phone and his ID, passport and whatnot at the border, and went in and played the Korean champion on a peacekeeping mission. He's got a wonderful documentary that's airing right now on the Discovery Channel. And he's also co-owner of, I think there's 6 or 7 of them, Spin nightclubs, which are table tennis nightclubs around the world. There's one here in Chicago, and we're all going to be there Thursday night. So I'm excited. Here's you guys take a look at Wally.
I play professional table tennis for a living. I play all over the world, playing Pro Tour for USA. Table tennis actually saved my life. When I was younger, I used to be in a gang, and I was always getting in trouble. A particular individual offered me to go to Germany to learn ping pong. And if he didn't do that, I would either be in jail for the rest of my life or dead. And that's how I changed my life.
Yesterday I had a hip resurfacing by Dr. Edwin Su. I feel good. We just did the PT. It was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be because I was thinking, yeah, I was going to get up and I'm going to walk right away. I'm a super athlete. Nah, it wasn't like that. But you have to give your body time to heal and to get better.
When I got into the sport, I already had some pain. So I just played through the pain for 10 years. And it just gradually got worse and worse and worse.
Table tennis, very dynamic sport, not like what you think about in being played recreationally.
Okay, because I'm not trying to
pivoting, pushing.
I'm not trying to get my knee replacement kicked in. You know what I mean? Talking about all that stuff. No, I saw that gown and I was like, gotta get out of here. So Wally, doesn't he remind you of Cisco?
Jeez. Oh yeah, that stuff's insane. So we're gonna be at a table tennis club on Thursday night.
Spin Chicago.
Oh, it better be slow motion.
It's a beautiful club. It is just, all this great artwork, kind of like your guitar back there on the just graffiti kind of stuff. Beautiful and great food, 3-star food. And we're going to have our own little Power of We VIP area. And it's be open to the public too, but all our signage and stuff, it's just going to be great. But at the Power of We, Wally, we're going to view his documentary. It's like 15 minutes. It's awesome. It talks about him coming from the streets in New York. And then he is bringing one of the number one players in the world, Japanese fellow, and they do exhibitions all over the world, and they're going to do an exhibition there. Wow. I think they even play like with their cell phones, and then they take it down to a credit card to where they're playing with, right. And then we're going to give the kids a chance to get in there and see what they can do. It's going to be great. So yeah, Wally Green, I've never met him in person, but Dano, Daniel Echeverria, Weekly Dose of Dano, who's one of the two main stage MCs for our live in-house audience. He was on Dano's show, and then Dano kicked him over to me, and Dano goes to New York and hangs out with him. And so since he has a club here and we wanted him in front of the kids, I'm so glad Wally Green is joining us. He's a great guy. Great father. Be
exciting.
Yeah. Oof. Yeah, really exciting. And of course, we would be remiss in our duties if we don't put our VIPs. We got some kid VIPs. Of course, you guys know all about the Grammy Award winning Soul Children of Chicago's choir. They're going to be there. They're kicking the show off right after the welcome address and then throughout the day. And they have a song out. Dr. Wall said the one I showed last time, they went back in and recut a better version. It's going to get released Friday. They're trying to raise 100 million, Lord, no, $1 million. That's hard enough. They're trying to raise $1 million to offset some of the heartache and trauma for the orphans over in the Ukraine. So I just love it because it's kids doing this to help other kids. And so we want to help the kids that are helping the kids. That's what Power We is. So yeah, can I get an amen? So
amen.
And here's the even better news. I couldn't help it. I was like, the Power of We loves to receive and they love to give and we love to pour back. So what we're going to do is the pay-per-view tickets, and they're selling. I think we sold like 20. So we want to hit 100. We want to hit 100 pay-per-view tickets. We're splitting that money with the Power of We Symposium and the Soul Children's effort for their We Sing for Ukraine.com, their effort to raise $1 million to help the orphans in the Ukraine. So every time you buy a $27 ticket for 7 hours, and you will be able to follow the itinerary either on the Power of We Symposium Facebook page or the Power of We Symposium website. It'll be up there. It goes up this Friday. And you'll be able to say, okay, I can pop in for the Wally Green thing, or I want to pop in for Teresa Griffin or any of the other great luminaries that are going to be moving around that mansion that day. It's just going to be a lot of energy. The Power of We, when we were in Atlanta, MTV was in our audience for about 5 hours, and we started trending And then that's when you get a lot of calls at these things. The Next Impactor was the same way. We had magazines calling us and TV stations. Hey, you guys are trending. So you guys, the way that happens is because of us, the Power of We. Use the hashtag, our official hashtag. If you can use it all the way through the 28th, all day long Thursday, every day up till then, everything you post, hashtag POW2022, Power of We 2022. When you use that hashtag, we hit a mark, we start trending, the news people come down, the kids go, and it's just great. It's just great. So can we count on it? I love it when we can pour into things and it doesn't cost us anything. I'm just saying, I'm lazy and I'm cheap. I am. Hey, hell, it serves me to be, it does. It serves me because it makes me do it right and do my best, like the 4 agreements first. Because my mom used to always say, how come you don't have time to do it right? But you always have time to sit your ass down and do it over when I tell you to. And I was like, she got a point. So, right? You know about the 4 agreements, right, Chris?
Oh, one of my favorite books. Absolutely.
Mine too. And, okay. So let's take a look. This is a recording that these kids, y'all, $27. You're going to see all this stuff all day long. The Soul Children. This is one they cut during COVID when they couldn't, get out there and do the live stuff. And again, this is their 40th anniversary. I just talked to Dr. Walt this morning, and they are doing a thing at Grant Park with the Chicago Symphony Orchestra in June to celebrate their 40 years. And it's going to be phenomenal. I'm there. I wonder if they need an MC.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. Remind note to self. Put that there. So I remember to ask, hey, I'm serious. Everything around me that people go, ooh, how'd you get that? I called and asked for it. Are you like that? You probably are like that because you're the no excuses coach.
Got to go after what you want.
Well, all they can say is no.
Yeah, you just ask. Ask the prettiest girl, whatever, just go for it.
Yeah, I'm more on the whatever side. Prettiest girl.
Bing.
Yeah, right.
Cheers.
Oh, I missed it. Cheers. Hey, you guys want to see this? Take a look at this is wonderful, and then we'll come right back. Take a look at or listen to. You're in for a treat. Soul Children and Dr. Walt. Here we go. If I can get it. Where is it? Okay, there we go. I love this. I love it. Do you guys see it?
We see you.
Everybody put your hands together like this. Come on. Put your hands together. There they are.
This. We the Soul Children of Chicago.
Come on.
Come to celebrate with you life, love, and a pursuit of happiness. So with one sound and with one voice, we come to let everybody know, no matter what the problem may be, I'm gonna live him for the horse. He said, I got the victory for you. He's the reason that is. Let me say it again. No matter what the problem, I'm gonna live.
Get your tickets.
The whole world to see, I've got the victory. For he is my king. He's the reason that I see.
Come on.
Come on with it.
I'm right.
Dancing.
I know that I'm gonna live in peace from eternity. Can't get no matter what.
Sing.
Not me.
Oh no. Come on now.
Only after a few drinks.
Oh, we do that too. Thursday night we go out and do karaoke.
Oh, you're talking the wrong dude for that.
Wednesday night.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna live for the horse. Said I got victory. He's the reason that I
Okay, because I'll sit here all day.
I know, that's jamming right there.
Are they awesome or what?
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh my God, they're gonna kill it. They're gonna kill
Radiant.
it. So we got that. We got Wally Green coming in the exhibition. We've got well, let me ask you something. You were kind of moving around.
A little bit.
So what you know about gospel?
Not a whole hell of a lot except for its beautiful music.
But you're a
I love listening to
musician.
it.
Clearly
Yeah.
you're a musician.
No, not really.
What you got behind you? You got two guitars?
I make noise on them, but I don't really make too much music on them.
So in other words, those are props?
No, actually, I can play them right now. It's not very good. You want me to sing Bret Michaels' "Every Rose Has a Thorn"? Nah, you don't want me to.
Next Wednesday night, when we go to karaoke after we leave the mansion, Jason Cisneros in the crowd. I've never gone because I usually get to the hotel because I got to be up like at 3. But I might do it this year.
Let's do it. If I'm coming to Chicago,
this
you
year.
got it. You got to.
Yeah, I might go this
I'll
year.
sing in front of people. I'll sing in front of people.
They
for you.
swear that it's the best time ever. So
You can pick the song. You can pick one song for me. You can pick whatever song, and I'll do it.
good. I'm gonna tell you this though. You know what? Because I used to kill it when I was poor, and well, for real. And was a musician. I would go to karaoke out in Hollywood. Go to all these. It was a group of us, and we could all sing. And we'd go to karaoke, and people would. Can I buy your dinner? Will you sing Endless Love, You and Her it's our anniversary, and drinks and everything. Yeah. And we'd eat at one and go to the next one and drink at the next one. Everybody. Yeah. Karaoke was the thing back in the day, back in the 80s. Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. You guys come on to Chicago. There's still time. There's still room. But if you can't make it, get over to powerofwesymposium.com and grab your virtual ticket. $27 gives you all access pass for the entire 7 hours, and you'll even get to see clips from the night before and the red carpet ceremony, which is 1 hour before curtain goes up at 9 a.m., which is when we actually go live. So get over. You guys share it out. There's a meme. Sherry, I don't know how to do it, but she'll probably drop it in that you can share out to get people to go. And use our hashtag. Hashtag people.
Use our hashtag.
2022. Right. So let me ask you something. So you're a t-shirt and bandana kind of guy. Now I'm just hoping that on the red carpet, you're going to have your look. You're not going to give up your look, are you? Just because you're on the red carpet.
Nope. I've got some dress bandana kind of stuff. Yeah, I've got the kick ass gear. I'm ready to run the red carpet. I got my blazer.
I just love it. Hey, do you have a banner? A retractable banner?
Yeah, I have a step and repeat. Yeah,
a step and repeat.
Well, I mean, yeah, retractable banner.
Yeah, like one of those. Where am I pointing?
It's in a storage closet somewhere.
You should try to find it.
Well, I've got it.
You can bring it and put it, we put them all over the place. It's like, you know what it feels like to the kids? I heard a kid say this when he came in, because we have them in the foyer downstairs. When they walk in, they see all the people. They said, this is just like when you see Serena and Venus at the tennis championships. You know how they have those banners hanging out and they show people walking around rolling garros. They always show the tennis player. That's the feeling it gave them. So I took that and I was like, see, because the thing about it is, Chris, when the kids walk the red carpet, they walk it after us. And then we go outside and walk up, we go around and come up on the street where we're looking through the gates, Willy Wonka. And we just tell them, you're stargazing, and it's okay. We did it too. And sometimes we still do. However, today's special. And if you walk in with an open heart and you allow yourself to be poured into, and you pour back into us, because we need you too, you'll go in a stargazer. But I guarantee you're going to walk out of here a trailblazer.
I was trailblazer.
That's it.
Unstoppable.
That's what our kids need. The guy this morning, Christopher. Now, listen to some of these things, these challenges. I talked to, there's like 3 girls that are at this one school. The teacher or the counselor, somebody called, and these 3 girls, they want to send, they each, if outside, they have 6 hours of school, 6 first hour, second hour, They are making straight A's, all 3 of them, in 4th, 5th, and 6th hour. 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. But all 3 are failing 1st and 2nd hour. And so they were like, well, what are these girls hanging out? What are they doing? They're not even friends. Why would all 6 of these girls or 3 of these girls three of them be in the same boat. Well, guess what it was?
What was it? I'm going to guess food.
No, well, kind of. They are late and they miss those 2 hours and they miss all the assignments. They miss the testings because they are each responsible for getting 2 or more siblings off to school, including taking them on city transportation to their schools. Wow. And by the time they go, and their school is in the opposite, because a lot of these kids that want a chance, they go to the charter schools by lottery. These kids, they don't want to go to the regular public school. It's gang infested. The teachers don't want to be there. It's like going into a prison, patting you down, opening your mouth, bend and squat. I made that last part up, but it won't be long, But I mean, that's not school. That's more like prison. It's a grooming. Horrible. So, these girls, they have adult responsibilities because someone's not being the adult that is the adult, if you know what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. So, and then we have last year, the girls that were got up and testified on, their biggest challenge was walking down the middle of the street of Chicago to get to school because drug dealers are over here. The drug traffickers are over here. Gangbangers are over here. So the only place they felt safe as a group was to walk directly in traffic down the middle of the street. So these are just a couple of the challenges that you never hear about. They don't put this stuff on the news. And we have a lot of great kids in this world who don't get any shout outs. They don't get any love. It's always the kids that are not doing so well that they focus on. So we hope to change some of that, not just the 28th of April, but every day. Okay. So let me tell you about Tanya Wiley Brown. Tanya Wiley Brown, I met when I was emceeing an award show for Courageous Woman and Courageous Man magazine out in LA. And she was in the audience and we kind of hit it off. And she's just wonderful. She has a communications company, but she works with people like New Edition, Jamie Foxx, and she got celebrity shout outs for the Power We from all of them. So thank you, Tanya Wiley Brown. She's doing a 30-minute keynote. We don't have all, big old long drawn out keynotes. They're either 30 or 15 because we want the kids to be more interactive. It's about them. So, but we want to drop some stuff in that they can relate to and talk about. So Tanya, I couldn't find anything, but she's probably going to kill me for this. Some video that her husband made for her birthday. So, I mean, there's baby pictures and everything, but I scrubbed it. I'm not going to show all of that, but I wanted to show you the spirit and the heart of Tanya Wiley Brown, because if you're in the house, I want you to meet these people and know who they are. They have a giving heart, just like we all do. And if, hey, that's how you get where you're going in this world. It's not what you know. It's truly who you know. You want to have a circle of influence of people that are integrity-based, that are, they have a mindset of service to others. And if that matches you, how can it not work? Right? Right, Chris?
It's servitude. Servitude is the number one thing that has probably got to me where I'm at.
Me too. Absolutely true. Mm-hmm. Absolutely true. And I just love it because you feel good about everything. So here is a little picture. And the only reason I'm showing this little passage is you can see the kind of people that Tanya Wiley Brown hangs out with. Here we go. Okay.
Let's get down.
It's not the things that you do, but it's the things that you don't do.
That's her family.
And wanting for more. Baby, actions speak louder than words. So show me your love. It's not the things that you do, but
here comes some good ones. We don't know none of these folks. Oh, she's gonna kill me for that one. So watch. I thought I put it right at the perfect spot. Clearly I didn't. Okay, here we go.
It's not all about you.
Johnny Cochran. You know that guy.
Willy Willy.
You think it's all about you. You don't think of no one else. You only care about yourself. All the things that we've been through.
There's one more.
You seem to think it's all about you.
There he is.
Wow.
You only care about
don't anybody mention that we all saw her 9.5 months pregnant.
I won't say a word. I won't say a word on live TV.
At least I didn't show the baby pictures because they were in there too. So yeah, Tanya Wiley Brown. She does crisis management for celebrities, like when some scandal. Yeah, I bet she's got some stories. And she also is an attorney. So she's done mock trials for really big, high visibility trials, many of which you would know. So I'll wait and let you learn more about Tanya from Tanya when you join us, either live stream pay-per-view with Christopher Rausch or in person with Tracy Randolph and Daniel Echeverry and the rest of the Misfit Nation and all of our VIPs, these nearly 300 kids from the hardest hit neighborhoods of Chicago. We're going to watch one extra little clip and then we're done. We're going to come back and get into the no excuses piece of today, because there are no excuses for you not to get in and be a part of the power of we. If I didn't want you in here, if we didn't want you in here, it wouldn't be called the power of we. It'd be called the power of me. Marsha. But it is not. So this is the last newbie. I'm so proud because this guy coaches with me, Gabriel Klingman. Now, he's doing a 15-minute brilliant. We've been working on it for 6 months. I'm telling you, it's going to take it to the TED stage, right past TEDx. Mark my word. Here's the interesting part. Gabriel is in a family of 5, and 4 of them have been legally diagnosed with MPD, multiple personality disorder. And what is so brilliant about Gabriel is he is on his 4th career. He was a touring drummer with a famous, I won't name it, a famous Christian band, traveled all over the world. That was one of the personalities, took it to the top. Then he became an entrepreneur, and he and his brother took some bike apparatus, I think it's a thing for your phone, and reworked it, took it, sold it for a lot of money not long ago. That was one personality. He went traveling, and that one went on the road for a couple years with big handle. The story is just amazing. And what I love about it is because I have ADHD. I have a coaching client, Gilbert Rodriguez, who is bipolar. And I am finding that our gifts are inside of a lot of these things that they try to get you to take. They tried to get me to do lithium at 20. Mm-hmm. It said I'd be on it all my life. 10 minutes they were talking to me and they were going to write it. I would have not been sitting in this chair today at 60 almost, if I'd have been for the last 40 years on lithium.
Yep.
I'd be somewhere in a corner. Right. So I just really love this. So here's a little bit of the personality it still is, but really made it to the top as far as being a drummer. This is a little taste of Gabe Klingman. He's Gabriel now, but he was Gabe then. Kid from Cal. This is with Rise Records. Take a look. Okay, so there's Gabriel. This is a great story, you guys. How many times have you actually heard from a person who has multiple personalities and they each have lived sections of the life journey? And a lot of us can't even handle the one. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dude, when I saw this and heard this, and it's such an honor to work with him, because every week when he comes on a session, I'm like, he's the only person I do on Sundays, right? Because that's what they all agreed to come on Sunday. So I don't know who's going to be there. Seriously, I'm serious. I didn't know this until a couple weeks ago. He told me I could talk about this a couple weeks ago when we started running his piece, and it was like there was a piece that wasn't finished. And I was like, well, I wonder who will fill in this spot, because here is the idea I think you should run with. And as soon as I put it out there, the him that was there changed, and all of a sudden he was changing clothes and grabbing a jacket and said, I get it. I'm the one. And da-da-da. It was just amazing. It was just amazing. And I was like sitting here going, where'd you go? And then he came back in and he had on a jacket and stuff and picked up a guitar and was like, I get it. I get it. I see it. I'm the one. I see it. And it was just incredible. And it's just an amazing thing. It makes me envious in a way, because you see things and you go, wow. So we get to learn, grow. So, Christopher, no excuses coach. No excuses coach. That's quite the niche.
Yes.
Now, because I should have put that. I kind of did. My coaching thing on my page is a bunch of red X's first. If you get your feelings hurt and don't, if you don't mind cussing me out and then loving me the next time we come together, then keep reading. If you can't get past it, you need to call somebody else, because I am going to hurt your feelings eventually. It's going to happen. And a lot of the people that work with me, that's what they say they really love, is the accountability piece. So talk to us real quick about why you chose that niche, and how do people find the courage to say, okay, that's me. I'm that girl. I'm that guy. I'm full of excuses. Start there.
Oh, absolutely. No, it's so important. I'm glad you asked that question, Lauren. For me, the no excuses coach thing really came about is because of me being a former, homeless 7th grade dropout who lived in the backseat of a station wagon with 18 cats and 4 dogs, with a mother who had various psychological disorders.
Yeah.
And much like the other gentleman said, there was only 2 ways of me getting out of that situation that I saw. I was either going to wind up dead or in jail. And so for me, I had to take responsibility for myself in one of the biggest decisions I had ever made in my life up until that point when I was 17 years old, to leave the situation. Otherwise, I was going to wind up dead or in jail. And from that point forward, it really became a no excuses way of living. I just had to continue to do what I needed to do in order to get where I needed to go. And so it was all about the predictability of patterns and realizing I had to step out of my comfort zone. So fast forward, I got into mentoring at-risk kids. I went back to the junior high school that I dropped out of, and I spoke there and told them about my story and said, hey, I was homeless. I was on the streets. I was digging through garbage cans. And ultimately, when I got into coaching, people said, they wanted to come to me because they saw what I did, and they wanted to know, how did you do that? How did you go through all those painful experiences? And so ultimately, I decided the No Excuses brand because, it comes out of, all of us not accepting what we tolerate and really getting out of our own way, because most people are comfortably miserable playing the someday game. They're playing the someday game. Oh, when I have this, or when this happens, or when I make this much money, when I live here, when I do this, then I'll be happy. And so for me, the no excuses thing really came about as, a way of holding people accountable to sit there and say, no, are you miserable? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. What is it you're going to do to take responsibility for your life now? Not later on. What can we do today? How can we start building the patterns of strength and confidence and really to be able to fly your freak flag and be your own person in a world where everybody wants you to be somebody different?
Fly your freak flag. I love that. Yeah.
You got that. That's why I'm who I am. I'm just unapologetically me. I love people. I will coach you, but at the same time, I'm going to hold you accountable because I know that people need that. We're grown up. We're brought up into this world, being told what to do and being told what to say and all these different things. So we never realize who we truly are in our own identity. And I think that's one of the things that I bring out in people is to figure out who they are and get them on the right mission and write the right legacy, so that when you wake up every day, you can be intentional about who you're going to become and what you're going to do and how you're going to make an impact in the world. No excuses. You get up, you 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, that stuff like Mel Robbins says, and you get out of your own way. And so that's what I provide to people with a bunch of love as well.
Amen. And it's so true. I love that, because even though our coaching models are different, they have a lot of common connectors, because that's why I think my clients have been so successful, and you'll meet tons of them. Alumni and current coaching clients at the Power Week, because we remain a family. They never lose their room in the house because I don't like to keep people. I like to get them to where they're trying to go and then send them out to do it. And I have found, Christopher, that by working with people, say on a keynote or a television appearance or whatever it is they're doing, with a date in front of them. See, a lot of coaching, I couldn't do it. When I was looking for coaches, I needed somebody that could help me get real tasks that I could check off and accomplish right there. Not someday, one day coaching. But when you give a person, you're doing a keynote at the Power Week, April 28th, 6 months ago, you would be amazed at what things they get out of the way that they can move when they have to, because that day is coming. there's no calendar with someday or one day on it.
Yep.
Right. And so just having, you know, and that's why I love that promise, because really, if I didn't have that obligation to them to create like Slam the Hammer, all my events, even the local events, Discover the Author and Speaker and You that we do right around here for my local people, I don't think it would be nearly the same experience for people and for me, because I have to, you know, I had to really sit down and say, should I do the Power of We this year? Is it too soon? What if COVID comes back? You know, what if? And the world had flipped. But because of my commitment to these people that work with me to provide those stages, I was like, well, I had to, you know, shit, you know. So there it is. So what would you say? Do you keep a list like on David Letterman's show, top 10? You know, what are the top 10? Let's do the top 3 excuses, because you've heard of humdinger boatload of them, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, the one of the biggest ones that I hear, obviously, well, let's just start with the biggest. One of the biggest ones I had that I get is, I don't feel like it. Like, Chris, I just don't feel like doing a video today. Chris, I just don't feel like writing today. Chris, I don't feel like going to the gym today. And so when I ask people like that, you know, you may not feel like doing the action that you want to, that you need to do, but do you feel like having the result? Yes or no? Well, yes. Okay. So, and like Mel Robbins said, you got a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Your brain will come up with an excuse within 5 seconds to sort of protect you. Like, oh, if I get 5 more minutes of sleep, then I'll feel better and I'll have a better workout. All these different things. You gotta cut off your mind right there and say, no, I may not feel like doing it, but I'm going to feel like the result. And getting through, like when you go to the gym, for me, I tell people, just get in the front door to the gym. That's all I want you to do, is get in the front door of the gym. You could turn around and go home and go back to bed. Anytime you get to the gym, and once you get to the gym, you're gonna be like, okay, I really don't feel like working out. You work out, then you walk out and you go, I'm so glad I did that.
I'm so glad
I did it. Yeah. So definitely, I don't feel like it is one of the top excuses. Then of course, you know, the other things, I don't have time, I don't have money, which is all just BS. It's just about being resourceful. And it's about half the time that they're doing something that they really don't want to do, but they're doing it for somebody else. And if you've ever read the book, The Top Regrets of the Dying, it talks about they're the hospice nurse that sat with all these people that were dying. The number one regret that these people had was the fact that they didn't live their life the way they wanted to. They lived the life that somebody else wanted them to live. And these people are dying, and they recognize that. So that's what I do as the No Excuses coach, is we figure out what your legacy is, what you want to be remembered for when you die. You write your eulogy and you work backwards from that every single day. You set the intention, and there's no excuses.
I know, I'm chewing on it.
Yeah, you chew on it.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, it works. I already know. And you know what's so great about hearing that is that that's another thing, you guys, about your circle of influence. That's another thing about the law of attraction. That's another thing about constantly pouring attention into who you allow to sit in the front row seats of your life. You want people there that are of the same cloth, cut from the same bolt of cloth. You see what I'm saying? You scoot your little swatches together and go, look, we match, because that fulfills the promise of mindset and togetherness and fellowship and all those great things. So I want
to jump on that for a second, Laura, because that's super, super important. Stephen Covey talks about the 5 people in your life the most. You know, the 5 people. You got to sit there and write those people down on a list. And do they positively promote you going after your dreams? Yes or no? If they don't, you need to get 5 different people, because the thing I teach is about having a team. Somebody you trust, somebody who empowers you, somebody who holds you accountable, and somebody who's your mentor. And they can't be the same person. And so many people surround themselves with people who keep them comfortably stuck and comfortably miserable, that they never break out. Yeah, you have to have a team. You have to have a team. It's so important. So I'm glad you brought that up.
It's so true. But the thing about it is too, you know, team doesn't feel like you can use whatever word you want, but it works, because I didn't play sports. I played tennis, but that was about it. But I wasn't on the tennis team. I worked at McDonald's for not even long enough to get the free meal the first day. Let's put it that way. And that was a team. Come on in. We got a team. Didn't work. But what I always looked for was family. What I missed the most in my journey was family. So that's why the things I choose to do, I build it within a family dynamic, because there was still a way. Because that's how I grew into the mindset of understanding that family is not just blood. Those are relatives. Family is always love, wherever you find it. And that changed everything for me. So let's talk about this. Have you ever Have you ever been a part of a kids event?
Oh yes, absolutely, 100%.
What do you think is the biggest challenge about a lot of people? I'm shocked. A lot of people, influencers that I meet, and I ask them, "Hey, have you ever had a kids event?" And they no, they like box office poison. But I love it. So, what is it you love most about the young people events?
Oh, geez. I mean, how much time do we have? One of the biggest things that I love, depending on what ages they are, I've spoken elementary school, junior high school, college. The thing for me is when you say something in such a way that you connect with when you connect with their faces, whether it's an interpersonal conversation or if you're on stage and you see you tell your story and you see them going, wow, I can do that. Or you just know that you're making a connection with them in that conversation. You know that there's a pebble you just dropped that could be in that pond that's going to ripple.
Yeah.
For me, it's the best. It's absolutely the best. I mean, just to see that when I went to the Brookhurst Junior High School that I dropped out of, I dropped out in the 7th grade. I never said goodbye to anybody. I just had to leave. We lost our house and became homeless. When I went back there, honestly, Lauren, it was one of the greatest gifts of my life because of everything I had been through, digging through dumpsters, 2 suicide attempts, all these different things. Had a gun put to my head, almost had my brains blown out. To be able to go back there full circle and stand in front of that gymnasium, the 7th and 8th grade kids, I get chills about it. Afterwards, these kids came up to me and I had no idea this was going to happen. They're like, "Can I give you a hug, mister? I'm in Olive Crest Children's Foundation, which is an organization I support for at-risk kids who are in the homeless foster care system." Kids were sitting there saying, "I'm living in a motel right now. My mom's on crack." I had kid after kid coming up to giving me a hug. This is the crazy thing, Lauren. When I was homeless out on the streets, I picture myself being a man. I picture myself being this older person. And when I saw these kids, I was like, "You guys are kidding me. These are like 4th graders." And they're like, no, these are 7th and 8th graders. I'm like, "Why are they smaller?" They're like, "Chris, they're not smaller." I thought I was so much older. I didn't realize how little I was going through all those adult experiences. And so seeing those kids and telling them my story was one of the biggest impacts of my life. No joke.
Absolutely. And that's where I started too. In schools, speaking in schools. And I'll never forget, Brian and I laugh about this because he was there. I think it was like the number 4 or 5 time I was out, 4th or 5th speech. And they had them lined up in the gym, kindergartners, 1st grade, 2nd grade, all the way to 6th, right? And there was, it was in inner city school. So there's these 3 little black girls that were in kindergarten that were in the front, and they had 1,000 little click-clack barrettes. All these barrettes all over there. And they're sitting there, Indian style, and they're sitting there. And I thought I was killing it. Because I'm looking back and around, focus on the back of the room. So because kids, they don't play. They going to let you know if they're picking up what you're laying down. And I thought I was killing it till I looked down on the front row. And those little 3 were sitting there like that. This is that. I'll never forget it. They were like,
"Yep."
One of them's lips were like this.
Mm-hmm.
And I was stuck. I forgot what I was saying. I looked down because I was like, what? And then, but here's what they did for me. From that moment on, I was out to win them 3 over. Nobody else in there existed. Everything I did was around them. And I just, it was just, they taught me through connection. Yeah. They took me back. Like when you saw the little versions, then you go, I remember that when I went to the 3rd grade room to see my teacher. And I was in my 20s then. And I went back to see my 3rd grade teacher. I remember the desk seemed so little. And I was like, what in the world? But the good thing about kids are they provide a bridge to unadulterated fun and laughter. It's a healing potion, the laughter of kids and their innocence and the way that they explore anything. And they don't candy coat anything. Mm-mm. And I think that's a beautiful thing. Now you have some kids, right?
I have one kid, 5 years old, Jackson. Amazing.
That's right. I saw the picture. 1. So what is it? What goes through your mind when you see some of these kids, or you hear those stories that you were mentioning earlier, and then you go home to your own son? How does it process through your world from one place to the next?
Oh, such a great question. For me, it's really about making sure that his future is bright and he's armed with the tools to be able to make a difference in this world. But I believe in the fact that us as parents need to prepare our kids to be able to be the next great innovators and change modification people in the world. So for me, it's really about showering him with love, giving him the opportunity to be his own person and to really develop his own special, unique skills and what he's going to bring to the world. Because above anything else, I'm going to teach him, and I'm already teaching him, that the world is a bigger place and we have a responsibility, a servitude to make the world a better place for who we are and what we do every single day. So I'm already teaching him about that, teaching about no color lines, no boundaries, one love, one world, unity, helping each other out, and that people, in different places and different times have their own challenges and struggles, and that perhaps our strengths could be what we can help somebody else's weaknesses with. So yeah, it's powerful. I mean, and plus, for those people who don't know, we adopted him from birth. So biologically not ours, but he is absolutely ours 1,000%. So just an amazing story of what we can do to make the world a better place, all of us together.
I'm so excited. And Christopher, I just want to say before we get out of here today that I'm going to tell you, I still to this day don't exactly remember where I was or what I was doing when your brand came running across my front yard. But I'll tell you this, the minute it did, it was like, what is greater than me? Took my face and said, that one. And I'm just so honored and so grateful that you're bringing your A game, as you do all the time, not only to Chicago, but in particular into this experience known as the Power of We Symposium. And I want to say the same to all of you, because sometimes you think that you don't matter or what you're doing by watching or, commenting now and then or whatever it is not enough, that it's not something that is measurable. It is, because I'm going to tell you something. As long as even if I sat here by myself and it didn't show any people watching, I'd count on the replay. It's happened back in the day. I'd be the only one. I was like, so what? And they were like, and even the phone would say, you sure you don't want to delete this? No, I don't want to delete it. I'll put it out there. You know why? Because your memories. Think about when your videos and stuff pop up from 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago. And you see what had no views now has. There's something popped up the other day. I did a 90-minute COVID special with 19 kids around the country. When I posted it, I didn't post it. I posted it, but I put it in my saved videos, right? I didn't know this. Listen to this. I accidentally hit a button or something a couple weeks ago and they popped up. Here are your saved videos. And I saw that one and it had 8.5 thousand views.
Damn.
And it was inside, because when it's on your page, it goes down the rabbit hole, gets pushed. Yep. But if you save the ones you believe, I want to see if this was as special as it felt in the moment. Go back a few years later. You'll see. That's why everything you put out there, you guys, when you mean it, it instantly becomes meaningful somewhere in the universe. That's a fact. Christopher.
Damn.
Give them something to take into their day. Lay down in the spirit of Easter, lay down a golden egg.
Golden egg.
They can take it today.
Okay, I got 2 golden eggs. One of them is this tattoo right here that says, "What doesn't kill me only makes me stronger." So,
Amen.
ladies and gentlemen, know that what doesn't kill you only makes you stronger. But really, the word of the day, the phrase of the day, I think that's most important right now is, you are only limited by the parameters of your own mind. Let me say that again. You are only limited by the parameters of your own mind. So like Henry Ford said, if you think you can or you think you can't, you're going to be absolutely right. So what it is that you put into your mind, what it is that you put into your actions, your intentions every single day, before you wake, before your eyes open, when you wake up in the morning, say what you're grateful for, and then set your intentions for the day. I intend on being present and playful with my kid. I intend on being a positive and contributive person to the society. I intend on enjoying the moments of my day. I intend, and then catch yourself throughout the day. If you're not living up to that intention, stop and ask yourself why, dig into that, and then reformulate your plan. Sit there and go back to the gratitude and the things that you're grateful for. And then remember that you're only limited by the parameters of your own mind. I am Christopher Rausch, your No Excuses coach.
And I am
the Power of We.
That's right. The power of we. That's you and me. That's us. So listen, you guys, and I want to say this too. What you said is absolutely true. Absolutely true. And just remember, you guys, like Christopher said, no excuses. Come on, people. It's time. We need to come together. We got wars, we've got pandemics, but more importantly, we've got each other. And that's the most important thing to remember. Take that with you today. Christopher, cannot wait to see you next week. I'm so excited. Grab your tickets. I know you think you won't be able to. It's going to be different if you watch it on the big screen. No, it won't. It's going to be different, but it's going to be great. Join us. Why don't you get over to powerofwesymposium.com. Grab your pay-per-view tickets. $27 goes to charity. We're splitting it with the Soul Children so they can help some orphans. Come on. The manner in which you bless will be how you get blessed.
Let's go.
All right, you guys. Listen, tomorrow, who's here tomorrow? Victoria. Boy, I can't even read my Victoria. She'll be here. Victoria
Beckham. There you go.
Nope, but it starts with the B.
Oh,
Why Victoria Beckham's a famous person, right?
Yeah, that's the soccer player's wife.
From your oh yeah,
David Beckham's wife.
Wasn't she a Spice Girl?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's right.
Now she's Old Spice. But
that was good.
I know.
Did you just make that up?
Yeah.
Wow, good. Bring it like that. You guys, you'll be able to watch Christopher Rausch when you buy your pay-per-view ticket for $27. 7 straight hours. He's going to be coming in and going out, keeping you happy as you help us celebrate nearly 300 wonderful, wonderful kids, just like we were. I'll see you guys tomorrow, God willing, out front. When we do it all again, we're going to meet there, come in here, and have yet another illuminated conversation where you got it right here on Bathrobe Moments. Have a blessed day.
Love you, Lauren. See ya.
Bye-bye, y'all.
Show me your soul. Baby, I'll show you mine. Show me your soul. Honey, it's way past time. How expensive do I have to be? Need I spell it out before you get it, baby? Show me your soul. And honey, I'll show you mine. I'll show you mine. Boy, I'm standing right here holding up a sign, shamelessly displaying my state of mind.